Yeah, I was just going through this, today is actually 19th day today. So namaste everyone who is on YouTube, welcome to our day 19 session. So we have got, many of us here on the Zoom session and joining today. So congratulations to all of you who are joining for last, this is 19th day today. So 21 day will be the first milestone. And it is actually achievement when we do. Mohanji always says that whenever we do an activity for 21 days continuously, it becomes in a way sadhana, but a habit. Then it becomes very easy, so the resistance goes down. Initially the resistance comes. Every day you will think something that, okay, maybe today I will skip, and like that. But after 21 days it becomes like part of your life. And then when you do for 41 days brings complete purity. So that anytime when we do any of our sadhana, whether it is, when you're becoming Maitri practitioner, that sadhana, or when we are doing the sadhana to become Mohanji's energy channel for the Mohanji energy transfer channel, all the sadhanas like that, it's 41 day sadhana that we do. So, Mohanji says the 41 day sadhana is really, really powerful. So I know sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to give up. Something or other will come. That's when this group together helps. So obviously one day or other you can join, you can do the YouTube yourself. That's okay. But coming together in the group brings that, inspiration, motivation to each other, and of course sharing the energy. But I'm sure, every day most of the time I'm in the background. Even if somebody else is leading, I'm usually there, even though I'm not on the screen. So I hear people sharing the changes that you feel by doing this meditation. For me, it's all about feeling Mohanji. This meditation is about being one with our master. So the oneness, sometimes with our regular day-to-day thing, we kind of, we tend to forget or miss that, and that presence of Mohanji all the time. So how to feel that every time, sleeping, walking, waking up state, breathing, talking, walking, eating, drinking, every time in our consciousness, 24/7 by 365, you should be one with that consciousness of Mohanji. So that is what is the aim of this meditation, that you feel him all the time, within you, inside you, everywhere. So I do feel that. I do feel that, and I think it came from that state, that this words flowed from there. But I really feel nice when I hear many of you also feeling the same. So what you just said, Parijat, that these words are ringing through your head throughout the day. It's like it's not an activity at one time, but it's the constant presence and the feeling of presence of master throughout. It's ringing in your head. That's the constant chanting that is happening. So yeah, it's really, really beautiful. And when Mohanji gives something, even telepathically, it comes from the higher source. It is not from our mind. It's not just literary stuff. So yeah, I'm thankful to all of you to who have been joining this. Yeah, I have noticed that normally after the meditation, everybody wants to be quiet and kind of. So probably it's better to do this chit chat in the beginning. Yeah. Subhadraji, anyone wants to talk? Want to share?
You're looking very lovely. Looking very lovely.
Thank you.
I just want to show you all I'm in the gym.
You're in the gym. Oh, wow.
Today I'm doing first time meditation in the gym.
Wow, wonderful. Your gym area is going to be really filled with Mohanji's consciousness, and you see the effect of that. Oh, wonderful. So maybe next time, you can play badminton with Mohanji. Be fit.
It's my favorite game. game. Yeah, I would love to play. Thank you.
This is really a nice joke that Mohanji always says in fun. He says, when he's in Bangalore, he always plays badminton and with Rajesh Kamath, and he loves to beat Rajesh Kamath. Always, he defeats Rajesh Kamath. So when we talk about badminton, he says, "I don't play badminton. I just go there to beat Rajesh." So I said, how many people, thousands of people in the world would look forward to that beating up, to be beaten up by Mohanji in the game of badminton. Why not? So Rajesh Kamath is one of those blessed soul who gets to, play with Mohanji and get beaten up. So yeah. No, I mean, yes, you should definitely be physically fit also. And that's it. That's a good start. Congratulations, Dhanalakshmi. Yes. Okay. I know I'm not seeing many faces. But actually today I was thinking, looking at some birds, and we also had some talk about Slovenia ashram, and then that reminded me a story of the birds, and I thought today I can share that story with you all. If you are in the mood of listening to a story. Mohanji loves birds, and birds are not just beings that come as the beings of the air. Many fold why he loves birds. And always, if you see Mohanji, anything that we talk about, come up with a problem, Mohanji always says that feed birds, feed birds, feed birds. And he says that by feeding birds, you receive a lot of purity, because they take on they clear a lot for you, any kind of birds. So that's one thing for purification. He also says many times that birds come, divine beings or beings from the other lokas most oftenly come in form of birds. So whenever we see something very typical, something very unusual in a bird, we should know that this is not an ordinary bird. It is something divine being. In fact, day before yesterday, it so happened that in our center in Scotland, in Mohanji Center, just on the roof of our kitchen, there was a beautiful bird. I will share the thing later in some time. There's a beautiful, it's a bird who looked like pigeon, but a bit more fatty one, but yellow color, light yellow color, beautiful one. And that bird sits there in a meditative pose for like long time. So Jack and Chris noticed it and sent the photo, and I think Jack sent this photo to Mohanji and shared this, and Mohanji confirmed that it's not an ordinary. It's so, when Mohanji's presence is there, when it is Mohanji's abode or Mohanji's place, this place is protected by the tradition, right? So the place is protected by master's presence. So there are divine beings who come time to time, especially just before Mohanji comes, or when Mohanji is around, or even if now in this case, even if Mohanji is not there, but that space is so pure and so sacred. So the sanctity is maintained by constantly, protection by such divine beings. So he actually saw the photo, Mohanji saw the photo, and he, kind of confirmed that it is not an ordinary bird, but a bird which is actually a divine being who is sitting there. The story that I remembered when this bird talks were happening was few years back. I was in Slovenia, and Mohanji's apartment where he stays, that's I think second floor or something, on the top floor. And there is next to his dining table, there was a window. From that window, you can see there's a road that comes into the building. So you can see the road there. And one morning, Mohanji was having breakfast. I was serving him breakfast. And then suddenly he was eating. And then suddenly he just turned his head and to look outside through that window, and he was looking something very, in a focused way for a few minutes. So I was serving and I've noticed that Mohanji is not eating, but looking outside and watching. So where I was standing, I couldn't see the road. I was only seeing outside. So I was thinking, what is Mohanji seeing? So I kind of, leaned over the table and tried to peep what is there. And then Mohanji said, look at this. There was one bird. He said, look at the bird, what it is doing. And when I peeped over and saw, it was a black bird, but very beautiful with the beak of the bird was very peculiar. It was something that you could notice. I don't know the name of the bird, but it was very beautiful. It's a very different kind of bird. And what it was doing was, it was, like touching his beak to the road, like nodding his head like this, like this constantly. So it's like as if, when we want to offer our pranams or to touch, bow down our head in front of Mohanji, it was like as if it was bowing down its head in front of Mohanji. And it kept on doing this 3, 4, 5 times. And I'm looking, and then I looked at Mohanji, said, what is it doing? What is the bird doing? So then he said, this bird is saying hello to me. So basically, the bird is thanking him for the darshan. So then that's why he was looking at him, eye to eye contact, and blessing the bird. That was like, it cannot be, it's a coincidence. And it happened. Then I waited for some time. It stayed. It did that for few minutes and then stayed. And then Mohanji blessed it from there, from the window, and then it went off. So many times we see these things, how birds would come near him, birds would look after, and all this kind of gestures that birds show. It's very unusual to see that. And also, when he was in Australia this year, I think he stayed there for 2, 3 weeks. So there's so many beautiful birds. I have not been there. I've only seen the photo. But Mohanji, when he came, he wouldn't stop telling about those birds. So there are peacocks of various color, pink color, bright pink, yellow, green, blue, all the multicolor peacocks and so many beautiful birds. So what Mohanji was saying, that he said, I used to put the bird feed the previous night, so that in the morning, when we get up, they're already there. So otherwise, if you, by the time in the morning you get out and throw, they would have already gone. So Mohanji, prepares also. So look at his thoughts, that when bird come in the morning, we shouldn't be late for them to give them food. So I give them previous night. So it's there when they come early in the morning before us, food is there for them. And then with that, he used to come out, and within that a couple of weeks time, the birds became Mohanji's friends. So they used to actually take from Mohanji's hand palms. So he would show, because they're not scared anymore. They've been fed. They had already had food since morning, and then when Mohanji shows his hand, all the birds feed from his palms. So it is so beautiful to see that the true what to say, synchronicity within the nature and the beings of nature. When you witness this, it's just simply beautiful. I mean, we ignore it in our gardens here. We get, okay, a lot of birds come, maybe we put the feed, but that love that Mohanji shows to the birds, and what the birds reciprocate, it's awesome. Unless you see it yourself, you will not know the divine communion that happens between between them. So today, I don't know why I just remembered all this, so I thought I will share this with you all. Okay, I've taken long time. Unless anybody, I hope I didn't bore you. So thank you. Okay. Are we all ready to start the meditation? Yeah. Okay. Let's start. We'll mute everyone. You can be on the video, no problem. All right. Okay. So let us sit with relaxed back. Relaxed neck, shoulders, with your eyes closed. Thinking all positive things. Already feeling so excited, so positive about becoming one with Mohanji. in this consciousness. Just feel your breath. We will invoke Mohanji's presence. I know he's already here with us. But let us chant Mohanji Gayatri together. Om. Om. Om Parabrahmane Vidmahe Shiva Tattvaya Dhimahi Tanno Mohan Prachodaya. Om Parabrahmane Vidmahe Shiva Tattvaya Dhimahi Tanno Mohan Prachodaya. Om Parabrahmane Vidmahe Shiva Tattvaya Dhimahi Tanno Mohan Prachodaya. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Just take a moment to feel your vibrations, feel your breath, feel your body, and feel the presence of Mohanji with you. Feel that you are in a very comfortable place. You are in a protected place. This space is guarded, completely shielded with the grace of Mohanji. Before we start the meditation, let us go a little bit deep into preparing our body with a 5-speed breathing. We start with very slow inhalation and slow exhalation, then slowly increasing the speed, going up to 5-speed. People with high blood pressure or any heart condition or stomach or any surgeries done, please listen to your own body and don't go beyond maybe 3rd gear or 3rd speed. I'm only guiding you. Don't follow my breathing. Do as per your own lung capacity. But my guidance is 1, 2, 3 is breathing in and 1, 2 is breathing out. So if possible, try and match it. Being ready for the slow inhalation as I give a count of 1, 2, 3. You are inhaling with the count. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2. Continue this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Continue this for a few more times. Slow inhalation and slow exhalation. Slightly faster now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. In this speed, just continue a few more breaths. When you're breathing, just focus on your breath, your inhalation and your exhalation, and feeling the life force that enters while you are inhaling. We'll increase the speed now a little bit more to the third space. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. In this gear, feel the rhythm of your breath as your abdomen goes up and down. As you're getting in tune with this rhythm, slow now, do a little bit more higher, going to the gear 4. And as much as possible, as per your own body, you can now go to the maximum speed, almost like panting, only if as much as possible for your own lungs. And when you need, go down to the first gear, slow breathing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Continue this slow breathing, slow inhalation and slow exhalation while you feel the changes in your feeling, the vibration. You're feeling as if every cell of your body is now open, ready to get into the meditative state. We will soon go into this meditation, meditating upon our Guru Mohanji, love beyond dimensions.
Sit with your spine straight, eyes closed, hands on knees or thighs. Relax your body. Observe your breath. Feel your inhalation and your exhalation. As you breathe in, feel the prana, the life force, entering your body and reaching each and every cell of your body. Feel your entire body and relax. Feel your toes, your feet, your ankles. Relax them. Feel your calf muscles, your knees, your thighs. Relax them. Feel your hips, your lower back, your lower abdomen. Relax them. Feel your middle back, your abdomen, your upper back, your ribs and your chest. Relax them. Feel your entire spine. Feel your shoulder blades, your shoulder joints and your neck. Relax them. Feel your upper arms, your elbows, lower arms, wrists, palms, the back of your palms and your fingers. Relax them. Feel your chin, your jaws, your mouth, your tongue and your lips, and relax them. Feel your cheeks, your nose, your eyes and your eyebrows, and your ears, and relax them. Feel your forehead, the top of your head. Feel your entire face and relax your whole facial area. Observe your breath again. Just be aware of the flow of prana. Now inhale deeply while expanding the abdomen like a balloon, filling your breath and the prana deeply. Exhale slowly while contracting your abdomen. Do not rush. Keep breathing slowly and deeply throughout this meditation. Now chant along with the Mohanji Gayatri mantra slowly, or just listen to it. Feel the vibrations. Om Parabrahmane Vidmahe Shiva Tattvaya Dhimahi Tanno Mohana Prachodayat. परब्रह्मणे विद्महे शिवतत्त्वाय धीमहि तन्नो मोहन प्रचोदयात्। ॐ परब्रह्मणे विद्महे शिवतत्त्वाय धीमहि तन्नो मोहन प्रचोदयात्। Feel the vibrations of this mantra. Feel that you are connecting to Mohanji's consciousness. Now, bring your attention to your heart center. Visualize or feel your heart center as a beautiful, serene place filled with bright, colorful, warm sunshine with a soothing breeze, sweet fragrance and calming sound of flowing water all around. Birds chirping, beautiful animals grazing happily. You can see a flowing river with crystal clear blue water. On the bank of it, you see a huge Odumber fig tree. Beneath it is a huge stone with a flat platform. You can now visualize Mohanji sitting on this stone platform with his right leg bent over the left knee, his hands raised in a blessing position, a heart-melting smile on his face, and the warmth of love in his eyes. You are seeing Mohanji just as you are meeting him physically right in front of you. He is looking at you with compassion, so full of love. You look at his feet. They look so soft, so beautiful. You look at his hands, raised to bless you. You feel the flow of energy coming out of his palms to you. You bow down in front of him, touching your forehead, the third eye, to the big toe of his left foot. There is an instant feeling of powerful energy entering you. raise your head after some time and look at his face. Bring your hands to your chest and join the palms together. Looking straight into Mohanji's eyes, you are opening up completely. No boundaries, no separation. Without speaking a single word, your expression, your love and devotion are reaching him. You feel his hand on your head, the ultimate assurance of blessing and grace. Close your eyes to observe this love, the energy that is flowing from Mohanji to you. At this moment, you rise beyond your physical sensations, memories, and thoughts. Just feel your oneness with the consciousness that you recognize as Mohanji in this physical form. You feel yourself in a dimension where you realize your eternal oneness with Mohanji. Mohanji is not separate from you. Mohanji is not outside of you. Mohanji is not this physical body. In this state of oneness, you realize your connection through many different forms, in many different yugas or eras. If any visions are flowing at this point, just witness them. Maybe scenes of being around Mohanji in Vrindavan or Mathura, or with him in Ayodhya or in the Chitrakoot forests, or on the shores of Lanka, or among the snow-capped mountain of Kailash. Just witness any vision that comes up in whatever form. Maybe you get visions of masters like Jesus, Mahavtar Babaji, Sai Baba, or any other deity. Just feel the eternal connection with pure consciousness that's always been there. Witness this. Feel this. Simply witness. even if there are no visions coming up, and even if you feel that there are never was any connection, still know that the ultimate connection is within the eternal oneness of consciousness. There is a purpose to you being connected with Mohanji in this life. Whether you have been connected to Mohanji for many years, or if you have only just discovered him, in whatever way you are presently connected to Mohanji, know that the truth of your connection is timeless, formless, and beyond all dimensions. Mohanji and you are one. Feel Mohanji as yourself. Feel Mohanji as the purest form of love. Feel Mohanji also in the impure, contaminated air. Also feel Mohanji in the beings with pains. Feel Mohanji in the eternal beauty. Also feel him in the heights of ugliness. Mohanji is everywhere. Mohanji is in everyone. Mohanji is in the light and in the darkness too. Mohanji does not discriminate. Mohanji does not choose. As you are feeling Mohanji and realizing the truth of your connection with him, feel how light you feel, almost levitating. You are breathing slowly and deeply, but you don't feel your breath or body. You realize that you are touching and being with Mohanji in a different dimension, where there is no duality, where there is no pain or suffering, no selfishness, no possessiveness, no fear, no insecurity, no guilt, no regret. You now have the constant experience of Mohanji's energy flowing through you as his hand is still on top of your head. Like Mother Yashoda saw the entire universe in the opened mouth of little Krishna. Like Arjuna saw Krishna as the universal appearance of existence, the Vishwaroop. You are seeing Mohanji in this state of expansion. You are experiencing what you cannot see with your open eyes. You are recognizing what no words can explain. You are seeing the truth called Mohanji. That truth is you. The truth is oneness. The truth is love. You are now looking at Mohanji's face again. His eyes with so much compassion and love for you. Your eyes are sparkling with a vision of the truth that you just saw. Mohanji is smiling lovingly at you. Your tears are flowing, but you are smiling too. You have the recognition now. You bow down once again at Mohanji's feet with deep gratitude for showing you the truth. You rise up and hug Mohanji, feeling his heartbeat, feeling his breath, feeling his fragrance. You know that you have reached home. You have arrived. In this state, you are complete. You are free. You are complete. You are free. Stay there in that ultimate state. Maintain that love, complete surrender, total emptiness. in the realization of this connection with Mohanji, realizing the ultimate protection that you have on all levels. Make this affirmation and say it out loud. Being deeply connected to Mohanji, I am fully covered in divine, bright white light, inside and outside. Only the energies that are positive and benevolent may stay with me. All the other energies are reflected back to their original sources. Slowly bring your attention back to your breath. Deep inhalation and slow exhalation. Bring your attention to your body. Feel your fingers and toes. Move them slowly. Bring your hands to your chest and join the palms together. Express your love and gratitude to Mohanji for the experience during this meditation. You can chant along with this mantra or listen to it and feel the feeling of every word and the deep devotion that you have. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. You are my mother and my father. You are my family and my friend. You are my knowledge and my wealth. You, Mohanji, are my supreme divine. Now, repeat to yourself the following affirmation, especially given by Mohanji. I will always help the helpless beings around me especially the children and the old people. I will always be as loving as Mohanji towards everyone. I will respect all beings and never hurt or harm anyone. I will share whatever I have in abundance with all those who don't have or who have little. I will live a life of compassion, kindness, and pure love. Now rub your palms together. Feel the warm energy. Place your palms on your eyes and give this warmth to your eyes. Move your palms over your face, your head, and over your entire body and give this warm energy. When you are ready, gently open your eyes with a beautiful smile. Jai Mohanji.
Welcome back, everyone. How are you feeling? I love that smile on your face, Julie.
Fantastic. It was beautiful, Subhasri.
Wonderful. Thank you. Anyone else would like to share? How was your rendezvous with Mohanji today? It's like meeting Mohanji every day. Yes, Shekhar.
Ma'am, I have a question actually.
Sure.
How to increase and have strong faith? Actually, it's been 3 years or so I've been connected to Mohanji, but still sometimes when I face some trouble or situation, I don't think to myself that Mohanji is with me. I shouldn't worry. I just get shattered at that moment. And again, when somebody consoles me, that moment I realize, okay, Mohanji is with me. I feel I'm still not mature enough to have that faith. So how to grow that faith and be tranquil, no matter what comes. That stability is within me. That Mohanji is with me. So how to gain that?
Yes, sure. Shekhar, don't be hard on yourself. Nobody gets a doctorate degree from day one. You go through, your primary school, secondary school, intermediate, college, and then
Right.
go for higher degrees, right?
Yes.
Everything takes time because remember that how many lifetimes we have been slaves of our mind, right? Mind, our patterns, all our karmic baggages, we are full of this. We are a bundle of all these patterns and everything. but definitely we have done something good in our past that we deserved to have a living master in our life this time.
True.
So that has not happened even to you, everybody, all of us. It has not happened by chance, and it hasn't happened just for the sake of it. If you have met, if Mohanji has come in your life in this time, in this lifetime, it's for a purpose. So allow that time to grow your connection. Actually, Mohanji always says that grow your connection with your own experience, with your own faith, not by listening to somebody. Somebody said, oh yeah, Mohanji is great, great master, and then you
Yeah.
kind of connect to him, and then somebody says next, oh, Mohanji is not so good, and then you lose. So you develop your connection with Mohanji. It's your one-to-one connection. So the best way to increase, establish that connection and strengthen that connection, only one word: remembrance. Remembrance. All the time, as I mentioned in the beginning, in your waking up state, walking, sleeping, drinking, swimming, talking, eating, whatever you're doing, all the time you should think of Mohanji. Now, this doesn't come automatically. Like if you ask me, when I connected to Mohanji in 2015, was I connecting to him like this? No, not. This grows slowly. It grows slowly as we get purified. Slowly and slowly, you can even connect this as that love affair that grows with your guru. Is like it matures over time. It's not a
Right.
love at first sight thing that you are it's not like an infatuation. It's not like a madness in the beginning. It grows stronger day by day as you feel more closer. So everything that you're doing, you remember him, you read his satsang, blogs, listen to his satsangs, doing this meditation. I think this meditation is straightforward going to Mohanji, right? Doing this meditation, these are the things, and are something that really makes you closer. In fact, I will share my personal experience. When I realized it was in 2017 January time, somebody from Mohanji India team decided that they will start the English quotes, the daily quotes of Mohanji in Hindi language. Okay, so they said, we will translate the daily quotes into Hindi and other Indian languages and do the poster and publish it. So when I read this in one of the WhatsApp, I said, okay, I would also like to translate this in Odia. My mother tongue is Odia. So I said, I thought I should do it. So I reached out to the person who was doing in Hindi. I said, can I also do it, translate in Odia? They said, yes, please do. So as many as language. And then they send me the the selection of for that month, what are the English translation. So I remember the first day I sat, it was a weekend, and I translated, one by one. We had the entire 30 quotes available, so I was doing one by one. And those days we also were doing the poster ourselves, so I was just using a PowerPoint presentation, putting the quote in the Odia text on one side and putting Mohanji's photo. So for every photo, I thought we'll use a different photo for every poster. So I got the link download of all Mohanji's archive folders, photos from 2014 or whatever. And I started flipping through the photos to select the photo for my poster. And I remember the first day, it was a Sunday, and I sat without getting up. I was sitting in my dining table, and I did not even get up for 8 hours. I was just selecting photos. I don't even remember what happened, how children ate lunch. Maybe Harish, my husband, gave them or whatever. I didn't even get up for lunch. I don't even remember getting up for toilet. 8 hours straight. It was evening when I got up. I was just browsing through hundreds and thousands of Mohanji's photos. And suddenly at around 7 p.m. or so, when I stopped, I realized that, my God, where am I? I was in a totally different zone, because just by watching his photos, I was not chanting, I was not meditating, I was not doing anything. But I actually went into a meditative state, because when I was so much into just watching his photos, it was it did really magic for me. It really did magic for me. Then I started loving doing that. So then I continued doing every day. I love doing these posters, just selecting his photos. I had downloaded all the archive folders on my laptop, and I had hundreds and thousands of Mohanji's photos of, from all the years. And I was just going through the photos. And then, when you do translation of Mohanji's English quotes in our mother tongue, it needs a lot of understanding, so that you can then convert into own word. It's not very simple. It's actually, I found it very hard. It is a hard job. So all those things when I was reading, and then every time, another beautiful thing I feel connection to Mohanji for me, worked for me, is I started sharing my experience with Mohanji. Every time something happens, I don't keep it to myself. I used to always post it in the WhatsApp groups. I shared. Those days we didn't even have online sharing. It was only WhatsApp posting. But I used to post. I used to write. I used to write my blogs, write testimonials, and sharing testimonials. So so this is Satcharitra, right? Like how people read Sai Satcharitra, and how powerful it is when you do Sai Satcharitra Parayana. Mohanji Satcharitra Parayana is also very powerful. This is why I wanted this session also to have that, because just by listening to the stories or the grace, and discussing, it just brings us so closer. For me, the main meditation to be closer to Mohanji was sharing, experience, sharing testimonials. That of course later on I became the lead of testimonial team, Mohanji testimonial team.
Wonderful.
Just for that reason. But and I gave this, myself, I call myself as the testimonial queen. But because that's my secret to Mohanji's closeness is through experience sharing, because I feel it's so powerful. So you can get connected to Mohanji. First of all, he says just remembrance. You remember him, and he will be there with you. You don't even need to chant. You don't even need to say Mohanji, Mohanji, Mohanji. I mean, I used to say Mohanji, Mohanji, Mohanji. That's how I don't even chant, because when you're in a trouble, you can't chant Mohanji Gayatri or anything like that. It just think of him, and he's there like a flash. So remembrance, and all these other things that I said, reading his blogs, books, talking about him. Even if I jokingly say we are gossiping, it's not gossiping, it's Satcharitra. But the more you feel him, like he's not, don't put him in a pedestal. He is like God to us, to me definitely, but I don't put him in a pedestal. Think of him as whatever way you think, your best friend, best buddy, father, mother, whoever, brother, sister, whatever you can think of. But the more, closeness you think, there's no barrier between him and you. And knowing that he doesn't judge you, so why you judge yourself? You shouldn't. But this will take time. This grows in time. If I look back myself, all this closeness that I have with him now, it was not like that 2015, 2016. And many times Mohanji also has said to me in a fun way that, oh, you didn't connect to me immediately. You took time, right, to connect to me, he says. And that's true. We have to take time. We have to say that, okay, my faith is not based on infatuation or based on somebody else's thing. You should feel that connection, and then let it mature. Let it mature like old wine. But you'll be there. Don't be hard on yourself. The fact that you have connected, the fact that you are joining this meditation, the fact that you want to strengthen your connection, that itself is a great thing, That it is a great thing. So yeah, be nice to yourself. And I mean, I don't know how much you love Mohanji or not. Just believe that Mohanji loves you immensely. There is no reduction from his side. And you will slowly understand this as well. Definitely.
Okay.
Did that make you feel better?
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Wonderful. Actually, this was the best answer I could come across, actually.
Thank you. It's coming from my heart. I'm the testimonial queen. Remember that.
No doubt. No doubt.
I love gossiping about Mohanji. One of his birthdays, we were doing on the Mohanji and I Facebook. We just got together. Let's talk this, share our experiences. And I remember it was 2:00 in night India time, and we just called Madhu, Rajesh Kamath, Priti Dugal. Everybody said, "Come on Facebook," and we were there 6 hours that day. 6 hours. People from India came, even if it is 2 a.m. People from Europe, people from USA, Canada, everybody was just coming, joining on that. I'm sure it will still be there on Facebook, one of his birthdays, and 6 hours on Mohanji and I Facebook page. It's really that this is a party. This is a party with Mohanji.
Really.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I know it's been very late for you all, so I don't want to hold you. Already I've taken 20 minutes more. But thank you for being here. And let's continue this for 41 days. Let's do this sadhana. Complete this sadhana. Yeah.
That's right. Subhasri, before you go, and I don't want to delay things any further, when you started talking about the birds, I just thought, my goodness, yesterday after the meditation, which was wonderful, it was either a vision or a dream. I was at the MCB, and these birds, I was sitting on a wall, and these birds started coming and landing on me.
Oh.
And I just thought, oh, how sweet. They're not scared of me. They're not afraid. And then you started telling me the story about the birds. Do you think that I'm getting more connected with Mohanji after?
Definitely.
What happened?
100%. In fact, it's not a coincidence, because Chris only telling me yesterday, saying that, every day he's, since he has gone and started living in MCB, maybe just about 2-3 weeks now. And he said every day he's starting to, offer food to the birds, and he's trying to be friendly with them. And yesterday he was saying, slowly they're coming closer. So, and he was so happy. He said, I know very soon they will come and take from my hand.
Yeah.
So they are coming closer. They are getting friendly. When you told
me that, I thought, I can't believe it.
It will happen. I'm sure. So yeah, wonderful. No, this is not a coincidence. This is definitely true. And those birds, if you see in the dream, they're just beings in the form of birds. They're not just ordinary birds. So yeah. Wonderful.
Oh,
anyone else wants to say anything before we go close the call? If not, thank you once again so much for listening to me. And yes, Sushaji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lovely to see you every day.
Thank you. Thank you, Jai Mohanji.
Thank you, everyone.